later. Right now, here's Ron Casey.
Well, the picture is coming to you from the Moscow-Minsk highway, and the cycling event out there is the team's time trial. And the Australian team just going out. It's a race against the clock. This is an event in which the Australians are not expected to figure prominently. The Soviet Union has won this event the last 2 Olympics, winning at Munich in a time of approximately 2 hours and 11 minutes, and then winning at Montreal in 2 hours, 8 minutes and 53 seconds. The Polish team finished second on both occasions. The Australian team is Kevin Bradshaw, Remo Sansonetti, David Scarf, and Michael Wilson. The Australian team just setting out on their race against the clock. It's 100 kilometres, 50 kilometres out and 50 back. Race against the clock, and as I say, the Russians won it on the last 2 occasions at the Olympics, and they're expected to take out the honours once again. They have a very, very strong cycling team. The almost automatic West European domination of amateur cycling was smashed at the World Championships 12 months ago when East Germany grabbed gold medal in 4 of the 6 Olympic events, leaving 1 each for the Soviet Union and for West Germany. The Soviet squad, by common consent, the strongest in memory, thinks that ratio can now be reversed in its favour. The Australian quartet racing against the clock in the first Olympic cycling event. The next team to go off will be Switzerland. The Russians are so strong that they've dropped the man who won their only gold medal at the World Championships a year ago, the pursuit champion Nikolai Makarov. The scene is from the roadway that takes the traffic to Minsk, and that's the scene of the 100 metres team's time trial, the first cycling event of the Moscow Olympics. There's a magnificent velodrome which will see the Australians in action in events that I think that they will do much better: the time trial, the pursuit, the team's pursuit, and of course the glamour event, the sprint. And then of course the final cycling event will be the individual road race. This is coming to you from Moscow, the first day of Olympic competition, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. That's their 3rd successive victory for the event. The race was first held in 1960, and this is the Australian quartet that went out this morning on the road. Kevin Bradshaw, Remo Sansonetti, David Scarf, and Michael Wilson. The USSR won the race, or won the event, in 1972 and won it again in 1976 after it was introduced to the Olympic competition at Rome in 1960. The Australian quartet was not expected to star in this event, and they finished actually in 11th place, about 7 minutes behind the winning team, USSR. The Soviet team covered the 100 kilometres in 2 hours, 1 minute, 21.7 seconds. A tough race against the clock.
The team of the Australian Olympic Federation is
certainly a tough workout for the Australians, who hope to do better in the individual road race later in the Olympic competition. The Soviet team first. And in 2nd place, the East German team, with Czechoslovakia in 3rd position. The Soviet team, the East German team driving in towards the finish. The Soviet time on the left and the German time on the right. There it is, the 2nd place. The winning team from the Soviet, 3 students and a soldier, make up the gold medal team from the Soviet for the 100 kilometres team time trial.
Helmet foul.